Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sea, where we sail the Sunless Sea in the company of Captain Mari with me, Bardon. Now, last episode, Mari got some surprising news from her lover that they'd taken in a child, and she's been a bit preoccupied with that. And because of that, we've run into some pirates and a few swarms of bats and taking a fair amount of damage to our hull. So Mari is going to now make her way back to London. The ship's kind of going to hobble a bit, and we're also minus a sailor that we lost in Guider's Morn as well. But now Mari's focus is very much on getting back and seeing what the situation is with her child, but she's still got a job to do on her way. So we're gonna see what's going on here at Quaker's Haven. So to start, we're not going to buy any supplies or fuel because they're rather expensive there. We should have just enough in terms of supplies to get back to London. But let's see if we can get ourselves some reports here. So toasting the wind. You stand on a cliff top, looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins it to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly, like a god cut in half. What a noise! It must be the caves around the island channeling the air, or the caves around the island channeling the air. At least, that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is a southerly. So we succeeded in a pages challenge, which is nice. We gained 2 terror, which is not so nice. We now have 42 fragments. That's all for now. Okay. So what else have we got then? Chat to the fishermen. Okay. Little ships and little secrets. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work. Canate ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. So not going to be the most rewarding of port reports, but at least we got one. So we don't want to get the wretched Mog. What else have we got then? That's pretty much it for now. We could take a drink and reduce our terror. Let's do that. Cider and cave dory. The trees of the Neath are scraggly and wretched, scrapping a living with paracentesis, but the apples of Mutton Island are tart and powerful, perfect for cider. Cider? Cider? This stuff is stronger than it looks. You stretch out in your seat, stare through the leaded window at your safely moored ship, and find yourself whistling. The landlord gives you a friendly grin and goes back to wetting his cleaver. So we lost 1 terror and we lost 20 echoes. Okay. And then that's it for here. So let's take a quick look at the map and see where we're going to go from here. So we could go more to the west and see what's over there, but we do have that crab to worry about. So if we're going to do that, we're going to have to go now while it's heading away from us. So we've got Murray Strait there, nice Irish name. So what is actually over in this part of the map? Now again, we got to be mindful. Uh-oh, and he's seen us, so we need to be doubly mindful now. But we've got to be mindful of how much in the way of supplies we have. We don't want to be starving out at the sea and potentially having to eat one of our sailors. Uh-oh, another crab there. Okay, so this is a bit too risky for us, so uh-oh, we're going to be caught between the two of them, so let's see if we can do some fancy maneuvering. Okay, he's about to strike at us. Okay, just about managed to avoid him. Now that was some pretty good sailing on our part. Oh, and there's another one. Okay, let's see if we can trick him the same way. Let's go behind them. Okay, that's good. Oh, and look, let's call them away. So we lost one tear. Whatever's down there, it's better not to know. They'll forget soon enough. I hope they do. Now let's check the map. So we're not too far away from... Ruinous Rock doesn't have anywhere to put in, so I think we're just going to go... actually, no, let's hop into these guys because they always have something for us. I think, though, the sisters are going to have to wait until we come back this way again. Wow, those crabs are following us a long way. Okay, let's check the lightship. Let's speak to the crew. So we lost one recent news, which is fine. We lost 5 terror as well, which is great. And we got ourselves a sea story. Okay, and then we can launch. And now we're going to head to London. And once we get to London, I'm going to check our quest to see where it is we should be heading. Because we still got the Lorne fluke with us and we still need to deliver it. And I'm sure the postal service wouldn't be too happy with us taking too long to actually get that done. You know, if you've ever waited for, sometimes you order something from Amazon and sometimes it comes the next day, other times it takes weeks and weeks, and maybe, you know, that one that takes longer than you expected, maybe it's a sea captain sailing around not knowing exactly where your house is and getting distracted by so many other fantastic stories on the way. But at least if that is the case, when your package does arrive, at least you know that the sea captain has had a fair old experience on the way to you, and you might even be one of their port reports that they send to the Admiralty. You never know. Okay, let's cut the lights, let's cut the engines and drift into London and dock. Okay, so these guys are coming, nothing to hide. Yep, so you can get lost. Okay, a breath of relief. As soon as the gangplank touches the quay side, the terrors of the deep sea lighten. Walk taller, smile more readily, but what dreams may cling. Okay, coming home, terror is always reduced to 50 when you return to London. If it's higher, however, if your terror was high, you may suffer nightmares later. So you now have 2 menaces, nightmare strength. Okay, so let's collect messages. Something's changed in the neat. Someone wants to sign on. That's all for now. Okay, so we got that little gift, which we're not gonna worry about that now because we've got plenty of money. So I don't want to be mixing up with those guys right now. So let's go to London instead. Let's visit the Rose Market and see if there's anything we can sell there. At the moment there isn't. Okay. So then I want to visit the Admiralty. So let's find the Admiral. There we go. We can give no, I didn't want to do that. Let's go back. Should be able to hand in our port reports. Submit your port reports. There we go. Okay. So Guiders Mourn. So we got 30 echoes for that, and we got another favor, so we got a total of 6. And we got another fuel. Vendor Bite. We got another fuel for that as well. Only 10 echoes for the report, but it's a kind of normal one. The Salt Lions, let's see how much we get for there. So we've got 20 echoes and 1 fuel. And our favors are going up quite nicely. Quaker's Haven, only 5 for that, but it is a pretty safe place to go to. Okay, and okay, so there's nothing really else we can do there, so let's not worry about it for now. So let's go to the Venturous Desire and see if we can do anything there. No, we can't. Okay, so how about at the university, the Alarming Scholar. So we got a Memory of Distant Shore. We can use that. So do we need a Z story? Let's go to our house and see if we can upgrade that before we do anything else. Okay, so we need to go to a new arrival. Then improve our lodgings. Okay, let's read the papers first. Okay, we lost a terror at least. Okay, your lodgings. So see your child, visit your study. Once your lodgings are large enough to support a study, you can create items such as Ironclad Whale, a Whispering, blah blah blah. Okay, we can rest in the rooms. Purchase an elegant townhouse on Hollow Street. It won't be cheap. Okay, 1,000 echoes. Okay, so that's going to be like a long-term thing. So I think our child is just going to have to hang around until we get up to that level. So let's go to the Alarming Scholar then and use these here. So we've got 10 echoes. We can sell the Z story as well. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it for him. Okay. We don't want any new recruits at the moment. We do want to hire some sailors though. So how do we do that? Officers, journal, old story. Where would one hire just normal? Maybe in the shipyard? Oh, how about the shop? So before we do anything else, we're going to get ourselves some fuel, some supplies. So we got 20 of 20 now, which means that we could go up and do that marble thing. So let's see what's here. So that's all equipment kind of stuff. Got some casks of mushroom wine, which we could get some of those. Okay, so let's get a bunch of those. Fill up as much as we can. Okay, and we're gonna have to worry about the crew the next time. So where would it actually be though? I'm curious. Okay, London. Hired on more crew. Ah, there we go. So it's locked. So we need 30 echoes. A very modest challenge. Sensible sailors are looking for a safe run to the tomb colonies, or at least a sane run to the southern archipelago. You need to buy drinks and spread around hiring fees, looking for daredevils. Okay, so that's not going to... So the next time we come back, we're going to have the money to hire on some crew. Okay, but for now, we're going to head back, I think, to the north. So again, it's going to be that kind of route. Oh, so what's happening here? Burning blue. Spin them a story we can't do. Okay, so attempt to calm them. Light meets dark. The darkness in the neat is more than the absence of light. It's a physical presence which distorts the shape of the world. Your light melts the darkness, restores sanity to the world. You explain something of this to your sailors. It's not the first time they've heard it, but they seem slightly less nervous. Okay, so we gained one fragment. We probably should have maybe actually, yeah, I'm gonna turn... No, we can't actually do it. Oh, this come up again. Oh, because it's because our terror is so high, I think, and we should have probably caroused while we were there. But we're getting some nice fragments at least. So let's put our lights on. Oh, they are actually on. It's just we're in the light of London at the moment. So I was going to maybe call in at the sisters on the way home, and I probably should have looked to repair my hull while I was in London, but for now I'm going to go over to the sisters. We're going to go up to Vanderbilt, sell our casks of wine there, then go to what's the name of that place with lion? The Salt Lions, and then and I just noticed there's actually a port there to the east and south of the Salt Lions as well, which might be interesting. Yeah, so I think that's the plan. Let's cut up here so we can go to the sisters. And I'm so glad actually today that I don't have a cough bothering me. It's been kind of hanging on me for the last few weeks at least, and you know, I'm trying to kind of fight it off. And eventually on Wednesday, I'm a teacher, so on Wednesday one of the other teachers said to me that, you know, oh, you really don't look well today. And on the Thursday morning then I decided to go to the doctor, and the doctor said to have a couple of days rest, which I've had. I've been on a course of medication and I'm feeling a lot better now, which is great. But what's this? So you've begun to dream of a vast eye. It knows you cannot evade its gaze. Maybe it's like from the Lord of the Rings, the big fiery eye. You never know. But I suppose with this being fall of London, maybe it's a big watery eye. A black, unsleeping taste. Again and again you are alone on the wild Black Sea. The eye is aware your nightmare will come upon you from time to time, inspiring terror. Gain restful nights at your lodgings to help you resist. If you defeat it, you may gain a secret. You've begun to suffer nightmares of a vast eye. Okay, so next time we go back to London, we need to cruise, we need to fix a hull, and we need to spend the night in our lodgings as well. Okay, so there's plenty for us to be doing. Now let's pull in here at the sisters. So we haven't been here for a while, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get. So let's get the port report first. Okay, and then let's luncheon with Cynthia, because I believe we're going to get some supplies from that. Yeah, we get 1 supply. We did gain a terror though, but we did gain a tail of terror, which we can sell. We lost 48 hunger, which is brilliant because that's basically 1 more supply to us. So overall, this pretty nice visit to the sisters. Although they are kind of creepy, they're pretty useful at the same time. Now we need to be getting up to Renderbite as well. So last time those bats were hanging around there, so we've got to be careful making our way. And looking at the time, Renderbite is probably going to be where we finish this episode, as we try to avoid this pirate. So we don't want him hitting us too many more times. Our hull now is in the red, which is not good. Oh my god, leave us alone, guy. So next time we're going to have to make a choice, you know, about whether we can actually make it to the salt lines, grab that marble and make our way back to London, or maybe it's going to be much safer just to head back to London, get fixed up, and then see where we go from there. But for now, I just want to get away from that guy. So let's cut the engine and dock. Okay, so let's see what this does. Restless nights. In the watches of the night, you pad softly past the hatch to the crew quarters. A man cries out softly in his sleep. Desperately, another. Ignore then, the captain can't be seen to take these things seriously. Inquire about their dreams the next morning. What did they see? So it's a modest challenge, so we may as well take it up. Eye in a face. The whole neat lit up like a snuffer mask. There's something in the roof, Captain. It's in the roof. It's watching us. Eyes on a face. Eyes on a face. You have him subdued. No discipline this time, but you require your first officer to keep an eye on him. Okay, pages 51 failed in the challenge. Try again and you may have better luck. You gained 1 terror and we gained 10 fragments. Okay, so now let's get our port report. Okay, and then let's sell our mushroom wine. So that gives us enough space to head over to the salt lines, but we're going to decide where we're going to do that next time or not. So that does bring us to the end of this particular episode. If you have enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, and posting a comment. And I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.